Okay, good evening, students. Okay, so this is going to be a new timings. Fine. So today we shall just begin with a new topic. So before I move to the next topic, okay. So just I would like to conclude this particular concept of mole by doing some additional problems. Okay, so there are two or three concepts which I need to clear out here. So before I move to the next topic, so let me just clear your concepts on mole by doing some additional two or three problems. Then I'll move towards the next topic. Fine. So let us begin with this particular question. Okay, I'll start with the question today. I'll start with the question. So please write down the question along with me. So the question goes like this. Calculate the total number of electrons present in, fine, 1.6 gram of methane. And by the way, what is the molecular formula of methane? It's CH4. So this is the question. Okay, calculate the total number of electrons. We are supposed to calculate the total number of electrons present in 1.6 gram of methane. So how do we approach this type of questions? Okay, how do we approach this type of questions? Now let us look at this question very closely. Okay, so you are supposed to calculate the total number of electrons present in 1.6 gram of methane. And what is methane made up of? Methane is made up of 1 carbon and 4 hydrogen atom. Okay, we have C and H4. Fine. Now, what is the atomic number of carbon? It is 6. The atomic number of carbon is 6. Means, what do you mean by atomic number? What is an atomic number? What does atomic number tells us? It gives us an information about the number of protons, or it also gives us an information about the number of electrons present in an atom. Okay, so how do you define an atomic number? Atomic number is defined as the number of electrons or number of protons present in an atom. So the symbol of carbon is carbon 12, 6. The atomic mass of carbon is 12, whereas the atomic number is 6. So atomic number of carbon is 6 means in one atom of carbon, how many electrons are there? So one carbon atom contains 6 electrons. Okay, so what is the total number of electrons present in one carbon atom? It is 6. Got it? And similarly, what is the symbol of hydrogen atom? It is H11. The mass number is 1, the atomic number is 1. Since the atomic number of hydrogen is 1, what is the total number of electrons present in an hydrogen atom? Yes, there are 1 electron present in an hydrogen atom. So now we know that the number of electrons present in a carbon atom is 6, since the atomic number of carbon is 6. Fine. Similarly, the total number of electrons present in a hydrogen atom is 1, since the atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Now, if we know this information, now we can say number of electrons. So what will be the total number of electrons present in a molecule of CH4? Total, how many electrons will be present in a molecule of CH4? So in one carbon atom, there are 6 electrons. Fine. One hydrogen atom, there is 1 electron. So in 4 hydrogen atom, total number of electrons will be, how many electrons are there? There are, total how many electrons? There are 4 electrons, since the number of hydrogen atom is 4 out here. So what is the total number of electrons present in a molecule of CH4 then? So carbon contains 6 electrons, 4 hydrogen atom contains 4 electrons. So total number of electrons in a molecule of methane would be, yes, it contains 10 electrons. So we know this information. Fine. So now we know the fact that the total number of electrons. Okay, so let us start this concept of mole. I'll start with this concept of mole. So yes, most of us have already done this in your class 9 as well as in your class 10. Okay. And the chapter we are just studying is, what is the name of the chapter? Some basic concepts of chemistry. And as the name suggests, yes, most of the concept of chemistry are hidden in this topic, in this particular chapter. Okay. So you need to have a crystal clear idea about all the things we shall be discussing in this particular chapter, because these things will be interrelated with your upcoming chapters. Okay, these things will be interrelated to the things we'll be doing in the subsequent chapters. So let us talk about this mole. Okay, what is a mole then? So what was the definition of mole which you did in your junior classes then? What is the concept? What is the definition of mole? There were in fact many definitions of mole. Okay, so one of the definition of mole is, a mole is the amount of substance. Okay, so I'll just write down the definition. A mole is defined as the amount of substance okay, which contains as many number of particles, which contains as many number of particles as are present in 12 gram of carbon. So this was one of the definition of mole. Okay, so how do you define a mole? A mole is that quantity of a substance that contains as many number of particles that are present in your 12 gram of carbon. So if you just go to the definition of mole, then okay, the concept of mole is not limited to this particular definition. Okay, the concept of mole is not only restricted to this particular definition. Okay, so to start with, if I talk about a dozen, say if I talk about this particular term dozen, D-O-Z-E-N, what do you understand? What comes to your mind? Yes, if I talk about a dozen, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? In my mind, the number 12 is going to come. The number 12 is going to come. 1 dozen means yes 12. It can be anything. 1 dozen of apple means 12 apple. 1 dozen of people means 12 people. Okay, 1 dozen of egg means 12 egg. So dozen, what does it denote? It denotes a particular number. What is that number? Number 12. So similarly here, mole, it denotes a particular quantity. Mole, what it denotes? It denotes a particular quantity. Okay. Now, this particular term mole, this concept of mole, it can be related. It can be expressed, yes, it can be expressed either in terms of mass. It can be expressed in terms of mass. The mole can be expressed in terms of mass. It can be expressed in terms of number. It can be expressed in terms of number of particles. Yes, and it also can be expressed in terms of volume. It also can be expressed in terms of volume. So it can be expressed either in terms of mass, it can be expressed in terms of number, it can be expressed in terms of volume. That is why I was telling you, okay, this definition of mole is very limited definition of this mole, because mole can be expressed in many ways. It can be expressed in terms of mass, it can be expressed in terms of number of particles. Okay, it can be expressed in terms of your volume. So let us see one by one. What are the concept of mole in terms of these? Okay, what are the concept of mole? Okay, so first of all, I will just discuss the concept of mole in terms of mass. I will discuss the concept of mole in terms of mass. Fine. Now, I'll write down the formula of some simple compounds. For example, I'll write down the formula of water, H2O. I'll write down the formula of carbon dioxide, CO2. I'll write down the formula of say methane, CH4. Okay, so let me write down the formula of say silver, Ag, and so on. Right? So now I will write down the molecular mass. I'll write down the molar mass of each of these compounds. I'll write down the molar mass of each of these compounds. Okay. So we know how to calculate the molar mass. So do we know how to calculate the molar mass? Yes, if the atomic masses are given, then we can easily calculate the molar mass. For example, what is the atomic mass of hydrogen? It is equal to 1. Okay, right now I'm discussing about the units. Just write down 1 or 1 gram. What is the atomic mass of oxygen? It is supposed to be 16. What is the atomic mass of carbon? It is supposed to be 12. That of nitrogen, it is 14. And what is the atomic mass of silver? It is 108. So these are the atomic masses of the elements which are present out here. All right. So how do you calculate the molar mass of water then? So what is the atomic mass of one hydrogen? It is 1. So there are 2 hydrogen, 2 into 1. Plus what is the atomic mass of oxygen? It is supposed to be 16. What is the molar mass of water? It is 18. Okay, and when you express the molar mass in terms of gram, it is known as a gram molecular mass. Okay, so the gram molecular mass of water is 18 gram. Similarly, carbon, it is 12. Okay, what is the atomic mass of carbon? It is 12 plus twice into 16. That is 32 plus 12. This is equal to 44 gram. It is equal to 44 gram. Okay, again methane. So atomic mass of carbon is 12 plus 4 times 1. It is equal to 16. So for molecules, okay, it is known as a molecular mass. But here silver is an element. Okay, for element we do not say it is, we do not express it in terms of molar mass. Rather, we say the atomic mass of silver is equal to 108 gram. It is equal to 108 gram. So here simply we have calculated the molecular mass of the compounds, and for elements I have written down the atomic mass. Okay, for elements I have written down the atomic mass out here. So now what is the concept of mole in terms of mass then? What is the concept of mole in terms of mass? Okay, so 1 mole of a compound is equal to its molecular mass. What is the concept of mole in terms of mass? 1 mole of a compound is equal to its molecular mass. Okay, so what is the molecular mass of water? Is 18 gram. So 18 gram of water means 1 mole of water. 18 gram of water means 1 mole of water. What is the molecular mass of carbon dioxide? 44 gram. So 44 gram of carbon dioxide means again 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So what is mole then? Okay, so mole in terms of mass, mole is equivalent to the mass. Fine. So 1 mole of methane in terms of mass. What is the molecular mass of methane? 16 gram. So the 16 gram of methane is known as a 1 mole of methane. Similarly, what is the atomic mass of silver? 108 gram. So 108 gram of silver is equal to 1 mole of silver. So for compounds, remember molecular mass means equal to 1 mole, and for elements, okay, 1 mole means it is equal to the atomic mass. 1 mole is equal to the atomic mass. So this is the simple concept of mole in terms of mass. Okay. Similarly, if I write down this compound, say NaCl, sodium chloride. So if I ask you the basic difference between water and sodium chloride, obviously there are a lot of differences, but the basic difference is that there is an ionic compound. Okay, and for ionic compound, we say not molar mass, rather we say formula mass. This is the simplest formula of sodium chloride. Okay, for ionic compound, we say the term molar mass is replaced by formula mass. So what is the atomic mass of sodium? 23. What is the atomic mass of chlorine? 35.5. So what will be the formula mass? It is 58.5 gram. Got it? So 1 mole of sodium chloride means it is equal to 58.5 gram. So this is the concept of mole in terms of mass. Simple cheese. Okay, it's very, very, very This is the concept of mole in terms of mass. Okay. Okay, now let us see. So we have studied the concept of mole now in terms of mass. Fine. So now let us now start with the simple logical question. Okay. So calculate the number of moles present in, say, 18 gram of glucose C6H12O6. Calculate the number of moles in 18 gram of glucose. Okay. So first of all, what is the concept I know? I know that the molecular mass of glucose means it is equal to 1 mole. So now let us calculate the molar mass of glucose. So the molar mass of glucose C6H12O6. Okay, so let us calculate. What is the atomic mass of carbon? 12. So 6 times 12, since there are 6 atoms. What is the atomic mass of hydrogen? 1. So 12 times 1, since there are 12 hydrogen atoms. What is the atomic mass of oxygen? 16. So 6 times 16. So if you calculate, this will come out to be 180 gram. So you calculate it, it will come out to be 180 gram. That means the gram molecular mass of glucose is equal to 180 gram. Fine. So 1 mole of glucose means it is equal to how many gram then? So 1 mole of glucose means it is equal to 180 gram. So I can write it down out here. 180 gram of glucose. 180 gram of glucose is equivalent to how many mole? It is equivalent to 1 mole. 180 gram of glucose is equivalent to 1 mole. So you are supposed to find out the number of moles in 18 gram. So if 180 gram is equal to 1 mole, then simple unitary method. So 18 gram of glucose will be equivalent to how many moles? Just calculate it and give me the answer. So it will be how much? So 1 divided by 180. I suppose we all know how to do the unitary method. Multiplied by 18. So this will come out to be, yes, 0.1 mole. 1 by 10 means 0.1 mole. Fine. So if we know the molecular mass, okay, that molecular mass is equivalent to 1 mole. What is the given mass out here? 18 grams. So 18 gram is supposed to be 0.1 mole. So in order to find out the number of moles, what did we do then? Let us look at this part then. What did we do? We divided 18. What was this 18? 18 was the mass given in the question. 18 was the mass given of 18 was the mass of glucose given in the question. So we divided the given mass by what? What is 180? What was 180? It was the molecular mass of glucose. So what is the formula for calculating the number of moles then? The formula for calculating the number of moles is equal to, what is the formula? Yes, what is the formula you can derive then? Number of moles is equal to given mass. It is equal to given mass by molecular mass. Okay, so if it is an element, then given mass by atomic mass. Or if it is an ionic compound, then given mass by formula mass. So this is the shortcut formula for calculating the number of moles. So what is the formula for calculating the number of moles? It is equal to given mass by molar mass. Okay, so again the same one line concept. What is mole in terms of mass? 1 mole means it is equal to its molar mass. Okay, okay. So I'll just turn around this question the other way around. Okay, I'll just turn around this question the other way around. So calculate the mass of, say, 0.01 mole of, again, glucose. Now how am I going to solve this again? Calculate. Now here we are supposed to calculate the mass of 0.01 mole of glucose. I'm just twisting this question the other way around. Okay. Now again, I'll do the same thing. Now. I'll first calculate the molecular mass of glucose. I need to know this because the concept of mole in terms of mass is 1 mole means it is equal to the molar mass. Okay. So in yes, I can write down 1 mole of glucose is equivalent to how many gram? It is equal to 180 gram. Okay, 1 mole of glucose means it is equal to 180 gram. So you are supposed to calculate the mass of how many mole? 0.01 mole. So 0.01 mole of glucose is supposed to be how much? If 1 mole is equal to 180 gram, 0.01 mole should be equal to 180 multiplied by 0.01 gram. Okay, so if you solve this, yes, this will come out to be how much? This will come out to be, yes, 1.8 gram. This will come out to be 1.8 gram. Okay, so again, we are using the same concept of the array. Okay, 1 mole means it is equal to the molecular mass. Okay, so this is the concept of mole in terms of mass. Okay. Okay, so let us start with another question. Which of the following weighs least? Okay, which of the following will weigh least? Okay, which of the following has the least weight? So I'll give you 4 options out here. You take your time, okay, and try to do it on your own. Okay, I'll give you 4 options out here. So number A option, 2 mole of water. So number B option, 1 mole of glucose. Okay, number C option, 0.1 mole of, say, oxygen molecule O2. Number D option, say 0.01 mole of, say, sulfuric acid. Okay, so I'll just give you the atomic masses. What is the atomic mass of hydrogen? It's 1. What is the atomic mass of oxygen? It's supposed to be 16. What is the atomic mass of carbon? It's 12. What is the atomic mass of sulfur? It is here 32. So these are the atomic masses which are given. So now what you do is you just give it a try. Okay, so 1 mole of water was equal to 18 gram. So 2 mole of water is supposed to be 36 gram. So 1 mole of glucose, what is the molecular mass of glucose? We calculated just now, it is equal to 180 gram.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now next is oxygen. So what is the molar mass of oxygen? What is the molar mass of oxygen? What is the molar mass of oxygen?
Yeah.
Says molar mass of oxygen is equals to 2 times 16 is equal to 32 gram.
32 gram.
So 1 mole of oxygen is equal to 32 gram. So here how many moles are given? 0.1. 0.1 mole of oxygen equals to 32 multiplied by 0.1. This will come out to be 3.2. So what is the answer to this? 3.2 gram. 3.2 gram. Got it? Similarly, what is the molecular mass of sulfuric acid? If you calculate the molecular mass of sulfuric acid, it will come out to be 98 gram. Calculate karo, it will come out to be 98 gram. Okay, so 1 mole of sulfuric acid is equal to 98 gram. So 0.01 mole of sulfuric acid equals to 98 multiplied by 0.01. So this will come out to be how much? 0.98 gram. This will come out to be 0.98 gram. Okay, so we did it individually. So this will come out to be 0.98 gram. So what is the correct answer to this question then? Which of the following will weigh the least? Okay, which of the following will, so the correct option will be number D. The correct option is going to be number D. So it's a very simple concept. Right? So again, I'm telling you the concept of mole in terms of mass means 1 mole is equivalent to its molecular mass, or if it is an element, 1 mole is equivalent to its atomic mass. Fine. Or if it is an ionic compound, okay, the same concept. It's just like molar mass, but the term used out here is formula mass. So 1 mole of an ionic compound is equal to its formula mass. So yes, this is the concept of mole in terms of mass. Okay. So if this is understood, then I'll just move towards the other concept of mole. Okay. So this is the concept of mole in terms of mass. So let us see what is the concept of mole in terms of number. Okay. Now, 1 mole of a substance. I'll write down the term substance out here. 1 mole of a substance contains Avogadro's number of particles. What is the value? Avogadro number 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. It is denoted by capital NA, Avogadro's number. It contains this number of particles. Okay, so what does this mean? So if I take 1 mole of water, so 1 mole of water contains how many molecules? 1 mole of water contains Avogadro number of water molecules. It contains Avogadro number of water molecules. So just like 1 dozen means 12, 1 mole means Avogadro number. That is why this Avogadro's number is also known as a chemist dozen. Okay, it's also known as a chemist dozen. Okay, so this Avogadro number denotes a 1 mole of a substance, number of particles present in 1 mole of a substance. So since this is a molecule, I have written 1 mole of water contains Avogadro number of molecule. Okay. Now I'm going to write down 1 mole of carbon. So this is an atom. So 1 mole of carbon means I'm talking about what number of carbon then? I'm talking about Avogadro number of carbon atoms. I'm talking about, this is an atom. So 1 mole of carbon means Avogadro number of carbon atoms. Fine. Now, if I say 1 mole of sodium ion, Na positive ion. If I say 1 mole of Na positive ion, what does this mean? 1 mole of sodium ion means what number I am talking about? I am talking about Avogadro number of sodium ions. So that is why I have written the term particle out here. So this particle may be molecule, it may be an atom, or it may be an ion. So very simple concept of mole in terms of number. 1 mole means 1 mole contains Avogadro number of particle. 1 mole of a compound contains Avogadro number of molecule. 1 mole of an atom contains Avogadro number of atoms. 1 mole of an ion contains Avogadro number of ions. 1 mole of apple means yes, Avogadro number of apple. So Avogadro number is just a number, okay, present in 1 mole of the substance. Okay, so now, so let us just relate this concept of mole. Now let us just relate this concept of mole to your mass now. Okay, so again to start with, again I'll write down the formulas of few compounds. So I'll start with water again. Again I'll start with carbon dioxide. Okay, I'll start with again silver. Okay, I'll start with your glucose. Okay, so I'll write down the molar mass again. So I'll write down the molar mass. I'll write down the molar mass. So yes, what is the molar mass? What was the molar mass of water? The molar mass of water was equal to 18, or if I write down in gram, 18 gram. Carbon dioxide, yes, it was equal to 44 gram. What was the atomic mass of silver? 108 gram. And glucose, what was the molecular mass? 180 gram. 180 gram. Okay, so don't worry about the molecular masses. You'll remember the atomic mass. Okay, don't worry about that thing. So yes, 18 gram of water means 1 mole of water. 44 gram of carbon dioxide, which is the molar mass, again it is equal to 1 mole of carbon dioxide. 108 gram of silver, again it is equal to 1 mole of silver. 180 gram of glucose means again it is equal to 1 mole of glucose. Okay, I've just expressed the mole in terms of mass out here. Right now, just now, what was the concept of mole in terms of number? Okay, 1 mole of water. 1 mole of water contains how many water molecules? 1 mole of water, it contains how many water molecules? It contains Avogadro number of water molecules. It contains Avogadro number of water molecules. Yes, 1 mole of carbon dioxide means it contains how many number of carbon dioxide molecules? Again, it contains Avogadro number of carbon dioxide molecule. 1 mole of silver means it contains how many silver atoms? It contains Avogadro number of, not molecules, I can write down silver atoms out here. It contains Avogadro number of silver atoms. Okay, similarly, 180 gram of glucose means, yes, it contains how many glucose molecule? Again, it contains Avogadro number of glucose molecule. It contains Avogadro number of glucose molecules. So here I have expressed mole in terms of mass. Here I have expressed mole in terms of number. I have expressed mole in terms of number. So both of these signifies the same concept, mole. Okay, so that means mole can be expressed in terms of mass, mole can be expressed in terms of number. Okay, now after this is done, you closely observe this quantity and this quantity. Both of these signifies the same quantity, mole. Both of these, 18 gram of water is also 1 mole. Avogadro number of water molecule is also 1. Like both of these represent the same quantity, mole. Okay. So from here, if I relate this to, can I say 18 gram of water means it is the mass of how many water molecules? 18 gram of water contains how many water molecules? 18 gram of water contains, yes, 18 gram of water contains Avogadro number of water molecules. That means 18 gram is the mass of how many water molecule then? 18 gram is the mass of how many water molecule? Avogadro number of water molecule. 44 gram is the mass of how many carbon dioxide molecule? Avogadro number of carbon dioxide molecule. 108 gram is the mass of how many silver atom? Avogadro number of silver atom. 180 gram is the mass of how many glucose molecule? 180 gram is the mass of Avogadro number of glucose molecule. Right? So what is the concept of molecular mass then? Molecular mass means mass of how many molecules then? What is molecular mass then? How can you define molecular mass then? How can you define molecular mass? What is molecular mass? Yes, tell me now. Molecular mass is the mass of how many molecules? Avogadro number of molecules. So a new definition of molecular mass can be derived from here. So now we know what is molecular mass. Molecular mass means the mass of not one molecule, rather it is the mass of Avogadro number of molecules. It is the mass of Avogadro number of molecules. Got it? Similarly, what is the concept of atomic mass then? What is the concept of atomic mass? What is the concept of atomic mass? Atomic mass of silver is 108 gram. Okay, 108 gram is the mass of how many silver atoms? Avogadro number. So atomic mass means the mass of, again, Avogadro number of atoms. It is the mass of Avogadro number of atoms. So if we relate the mole, okay, with mass and number, then we see that molar mass is the mass of Avogadro number of molecules, and atomic mass is the mass of Avogadro number of atoms. So we get a new definition of molar mass and atomic mass from here, right? Okay, so is this concept understood? You just need to interrelate these two things. Both of these signifies the same quantity, 1 mole. So 18 gram of water contains Avogadro number of molecules. So if I say in the reverse way, the mass of Avogadro number of water molecule is equal to 18 gram. The mass of Avogadro number of carbon dioxide molecule is equal to 40 gram, 44 gram. So molecular mass is the mass of Avogadro number of molecules, and atomic mass is the mass of Avogadro number of atoms. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us try a few problems using this concept. Okay, let us try a few problems using this concept. Okay, okay. How many moles are present in 6.02 into 10 to the power 21 molecules of water? How many moles are present in 6.02 into 10 to the power 21 molecules of water? Okay, so you are supposed to relate molecules with moles. Okay, you are supposed to find out the number of molecules from, suppose you are supposed to find out the number of moles present in this many number of water molecules. So yes, we need to find out the relationship between number of moles and molecules. What is the relation? 1 mole contains Avogadro number of molecules. Okay. So how are you going to solve this? Yes. So we know that 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 water molecules. This is equivalent to how many moles? Yes, students? Avogadro number of water molecule means this is equivalent to how many mole? This is equivalent to 1 mole. Yes, this is equivalent to 1 mole. So in the question, how many molecules are given? So 6.02 into 10 to the power 21 water molecules will be present in 1 divided by, so we all know how to use unitary method, 1 divided by 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 multiplied by 6.02 into 10 to the power 21. Okay, so 6.02, 6.02 will get cancelled. So here it will be 1 divided by 10 to the power how much? 2. 10 to the power 2. So 21 will get cancelled, 10 to the power 2. 10 to the power 1 by 10 to the power 2 means it is 0.01 mole. So this many number of molecules of water means it is equal to 0.01 mole. So again, how did we find out the number of moles? Look at this formula again. Look at this formula. What is the given number of molecules? Okay, so if you want to devise a shortcut formula, what did we do? Just now we divided the given number of molecules divided by Avogadro number of molecules. We found out the number of moles. So what is the formula you derived yourself? So number of moles is equal to, yes, what is the formula? Given number of molecules or atoms. Okay, given number of molecules, it can be a given number of atoms divided by Avogadro number So you can use this formula, yes. Got it? Fine.
Yes, sir.
So this is how we solve this type of problem. Now I'm going to twist this problem a little bit now. Okay, I'm going to twist this problem a little bit. Okay. Okay. So, how many atoms, okay, how many atoms are present in, how many atoms are present in, say, 24 gram of carbon? How many atoms are present in 24 gram of carbon? So you are supposed to find out the number of atoms present in 24 gram of carbon. Okay. So how are you going to relate the number of atoms with your mass? How are you going to relate? Again, what will relate the number of atoms with mass? The mole. 1 mole contains Avogadro number of atoms, and 1 mole is equal to the atomic mass. Okay. So I can write down 1 mole of carbon is equal to how many gram? 1 mole of carbon is equal to how many gram? What is the atomic mass of carbon?
12.
12. So 1 mole of carbon, can I write it as 12 gram?
Yes.
Can I write it? Yes. Now you are supposed to find out the number of atoms, not the number of moles. Right? So I can say 12 gram of carbon, it contains how many carbon atoms? 1 mole contains how many atoms? 12 moles. So 12 gram of
Avogadro.
carbon contains how many carbon atoms? Exactly. Excellent. So it contains Avogadro number of carbon atoms. It contains Avogadro number of carbon atoms. So if 12 gram contains Avogadro number of carbon atom, then 24 gram of carbon will contain how many carbon atoms? 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 divided by what? Divided by 12 multiplied by 24. Is it so? So 12 gram matlab 1 mole. So 1 mole contains Avogadro number. So 24 gram contains twice. So it will be 12.04 into 10 to the power 23 carbon atoms. It contains 12.04 into 10 to the power 23 carbon atoms. Got it? So just here we are supposed to relate number of atoms with carbon. So the only thing which relates this two is mole. So 1 mole means atom I don't know so much. So you need to practice variety of problems out there. You need to practice variety of problems. Okay. So the same problem can be twisted in many ways. Okay. Okay. So if I give you this question, calculate the mass of, calculate the mass of one, say, carbon dioxide molecule. Calculate the mass of one CO2 molecule. So very simple question. Okay. You are supposed to calculate the mass of one carbon dioxide molecule. Okay. So you can just mute your audio for the time being. So what is the concept of mole we'll be using out here, Aditya? Just can you give me the lead out here? Can you give me the lead? What is the concept we'll be using out here? You are supposed to calculate the mass of one carbon dioxide molecule. So what is the lead? How can you solve this question? So yes, we will be using this concept. So we know molar mass means the mass of Avogadro number of molecules. So what is the molar mass of carbon dioxide? So the molar mass of carbon dioxide is equal to 12 plus 2 16s are 32, which is equal to 44 gram. Okay, and 44 gram means how many mole? 44 gram means 1 mole.
1 mole.
Molar mass means 1 mole. So 44 gram contains how many molecule? 44 gram means mass of
Avogadro
how many
number.
molecule? Avogadro number of molecules. So yes, I'll use this concept. 44 gram means it is equal to 1 mole. And 1 mole contains Avogadro number. So 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 carbon dioxide molecule. Okay, 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 carbon dioxide molecule. What is the mass of this number of molecules? It is equal to 44 gram. It is equal to 44 gram. Okay, so therefore, what is the mass of one carbon dioxide molecule? Then what is the mass? It will be 44 divided by 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. Is it so? Yes, Aditya, we have done this.
Yes, sir.
What is the value of this 1 by Avogadro number? What is the value of this? So we have already done this. What is the value of this? We have already calculated the value of 1 by Avogadro number. So its value is 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. If I express in gram, it will be 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. So the value of 1 by Avogadro number is this. So it will be better if you remember this. Eh? It will be better if you remember this value. So this will be equal to 44 times 1 by Avogadro number is 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. So what is the mass of one carbon dioxide molecule? It is equal to 44 times here 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. So in this way, okay, we can relate the mole. There is an interrelationship between mass and number of molecules. So what is the molecular mass? What is the concept of molecular mass? Molecular mass is the mass of Avogadro number. Similarly, what is the concept of atomic mass? Atomic mass is the mass of Avogadro number of atoms. Okay. So now you do this on your own. Calculate the mass of one hydrogen atom then. Chalo. Calculate the mass of one hydrogen atom and give me the answer. So what does the question say? Okay, the density of water at room temperature is 1 gram per ml. So you are supposed to calculate the number of molecules in a drop of water. You are supposed to calculate the number of molecules whose 0.05 ml. So any lead, how are you going to do this? What is the formula of density? What is density? Density is equal to
mass by volume.
mass by volume. Yes, पता है हम लोगों को. Yes, we know this. We know this. So what is the volume of one drop of water? What is the volume of one drop of water? What is it given? What is the volume of one drop of water? It is equal to 0.05 ml. So be careful with the units. Right? So what is the mass of one drop of water then? So what is the formula of mass? Density multiplied by volume. So mass of one drop of water is equal to density multiplied by volume of one drop of water. Yes, the mass of one drop of water is equal to density multiplied by volume of one drop of water. So what is the density is given? 1 gram per ml. So here also ml, here also ml. So the units are same. But if this is in liter, if the density is in ml, then of course we need to convert either in both into ml or both kg. But since the units are similar, there is no issue. Okay. So what is the mass of one drop of water? Density is 1. What is the volume? 0.05. So what is the mass of one drop of water? It is equal to 0.05 gram. Is it okay? So
Yes.
one drop of water weighs 0.05 gram. Now solve it. I can still the mass of water. It is equal to 18 gram. I know the molar mass of water is equal to 18 gram. So 18 gram contains how many molecules? Tell me. 18 gram
Avogadro's number.
of water. Yes, exactly. It contains Avogadro number of molecules. So what is the mass of 1 drop of water? What is the mass of 1 drop of water? 0.05. So if 18 gram contains Avogadro number, 1 drop of water weighs 0.05. So 0.05 gram of water, it contains how many molecules? Simple unitary method now, divided by 18 into 0.05. Now you solve this, we know how to multiply, we all know how to multiply. Okay, so this will come out to be roundabout. If I solve this, 10 to the power 21 molecules. So what is the concept? First, from the density, I found out the mass of 1 drop of water. So actually, you are supposed to calculate the number of molecules in 0.05 gram of water. Okay, so 1 mole means 18 gram contains Avogadro number. So 0.05 gram means 1 drop of water weighs this much gram, this much contains this much number of water molecules.
Yes.
Okay. So before I solve this question, I'll just give you some concept. Okay. Now see, 1 molecule of glucose. 1 mole. This is the molecular formula of glucose. So 1 molecule of glucose, it contains how many carbon atoms? 1 molecule contains how many carbon atoms? 1 molecule of glucose contains how many carbon? It contains 6 carbon atoms. It's very evident from the formula. It contains 6 carbon atoms. Similarly, how many hydrogen atom? 12.
12 hydrogen.
How many oxygen atom? 6 oxygen atom. Yes. So molecular formula gives us the exact number of atoms present in a molecule. Like, so molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6 means 1 molecule contains 6 carbon atom, 12 hydrogen atom, and 6 oxygen atom. So if this is the case, then yes.
So we can do no 0.5 into 2 and 0.7.
So if I write down out here 1 mole of glucose, 1 mole of glucose, not molecule. Now 1 mole of glucose contains how many carbon atom? If 1 molecule contains 6 carbon atoms, so 1 mole contains how many mole of carbon atom? 1 molecule contains 6 carbon atoms.
Number.
Yes, 1 mole of glucose contains how many carbon atom? It contains 6 mole of carbon atom. Is it so?
Yes, sir.
1 molecule contains 6 carbon atoms. So 1 mole contains 6 mole of carbon atom. 6 mole of carbon atom means how many? 1 mole means Avogadro number. 6 mole means 6 times the Avogadro number of carbon atoms. Yes? Can I write this? Okay. So 1 mole contains how many hydrogen atom? 12 mole. 12 mole of hydrogen atom. So 12 mole means what? 12 multiplied by Avogadro number of hydrogen atom. So this is the concept. Okay, so if from the molecular formula we can easily calculate the number of atoms of each kind. So 1 mole contains this much mole. So if I ask you 0.5 mole of glucose contains how many carbon atoms then? 0.5 mole. 1 mole contains 6 mole. So 0.5 mole will contain 6 multiplied by 0.5 mole. Yes. So 1 mole contains 12 mole of hydrogen atom. So 0.5 mole contains 12 multiplied by 0.5 mole of hydrogen atom. and in the end you can just convert a mole into number. So this is the concept. This is the concept. This is the concept. Okay. Now I'll give you another compound, H3PO4. So now you calculate 0.5 mole of H3PO4 contains how many oxygen atom? It contains how many oxygen atom? How are you going to do this? So how are you going to do this? Now I know from the molecular formula, 1 mole of H3PO4 contains 4 mole of oxygen atom. Can I write this? It contains 4 mole of hydrogen atom. 4 mole means what number? 4 times multiplied by a Avogadro number of oxygen atom. So 1 mole of H3PO4 contains 4 multiplied by Avogadro's number, 4 mole. So 0.5 mole of H3PO4 contains how much? So if 1 mole contains this much, 0.5 will multiplied by 4. And what is the value of Avogadro number? 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 oxygen atoms. Thus, this is the concept. So from the molecular formula, if we know the number of atoms, okay, then we can easily calculate the number of atoms in different moles like this. So this is the concept we'll be using in this particular numerical. So let us go ahead. Okay, let us go ahead now. I'm just rubbing this. So let us go ahead with the question. So there are 2 flasks. So there is a flask P and there is a flask what? Q. Okay, it contains oxygen gas. So 1 mole of O2 gas contains how many oxygen atoms? Tell me. Atoms. 1 mole of O2 gas contains how many oxygen atoms? 1 mole of oxygen contains how many mole of oxygen atoms? So what is the molecular formula? O2. So 1 molecule contains 2 oxygen atoms. So 1 mole of oxygen gas contains 2 mole of oxygen atom. 2 mole of oxygen atom means twice Avogadro number of oxygen atoms. Am I correct? 0.5 mole. So 0.5 mole of O2 gas will contain how much? So twice multiplied by 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 multiplied by 0.5. 1 mole contains this much, 0.5 mole will contain multiplied by 0.5. So this will come out to be how much? So again, this will come out to be 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 oxygen atom. Yes? Is it understood?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now let us move ahead. Okay. Now 1 mole of ozone contains how many oxygen atom? 1 mole of ozone contains how many oxygen atom?
3.
So from the formula, yes, it contains 3 mole of oxygen atom. And 3 mole means thrice the Avogadro number of oxygen atom. So 1 mole contains this much number of oxygen atom. So 0.4 mole. So it's given in the question 0.4 mole of ozone contains how much? So it will be thrice into 0.4 multiplied by 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. So this is going to be 1.2 multiplied by 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 oxygen atoms. So in the flask P, this much number of oxygen atoms are present. In the flask Q, this much number of oxygen atoms are present. So which contains greater number of oxygen atom, P or Q?
Q.
Q. So the correct answer will be Q. The correct answer is going to be Q. So from the simple things, we are moving to some complex problems. Okay, from the simple concept of mole, now we are gradually moving towards here some of the complex problems. Okay, so